Well, good morning. I don't know if this is going to work now. Right, now I've set the camera up a bit different now. Well, at least I can get that light. Now as you can see everything around me. I've put in a much stronger lens. Actually it's the same. It's almost the same as the last one. Well, we're back on the Bismarck, by the way. It's almost the same as the last one. Only it's... the lowest is... I forget what it is, 55 I think. Then it goes out to... I can't remember what it goes out to now. 200 I think. Might be 250. So I don't know if this will work because the camera's all way up. Can't even get it. And then this is a 2-foot ruler and that's not even close. So no, it's a good 4.5 feet up. So hopefully this is going to work a bit. I hope I'm not going to get this to work better. Where are you going? Don't mess about with them things. Now look at the light change now. There's sun coming through the windows. You see, I've moved the chair around as well, so I was like at the table. So instead of looking out the window, I'm looking away from the window, so trying to get the light better. And what happens? The sun comes out and makes it horrible. So we're working on the deck of the Bismarck. If you'd watched the previous videos, I only put up a couple of bits in, I didn't finish anymore. I actually did 2 other videos. It looks out of focus, it looks pale, but it's not, it's the sun coming through the windows. But I think if I take the light out, I think it becomes all too grainy. Oh well, yeah, you see it's not a lot better. So, where have you gone? Right, the dog has this thing about lying underneath the back of the chair. So I'd put a couple of bits in and I was going to do some, I'd set up a video and I did it on autofocus and it was absolute rubbish. Wouldn't stay in and out in focus. So we're still doing this bit of the deck here. I've only put 3 or 4 bits in. So what I want to do, I'm moving from the bow forward. So let me, first off, let me put the camera down there, you can see what's happening. And hopefully this will get, you'll have to be careful now because this is very strong. So that's set on that now, it's 55 to 180. But I don't know if I can zoom in there. That might be. Oh, that's not too bad. I suppose that has got it. Oh, right, okay. So I can get it zoomed in on the higher setting. Now, ow! Twit! Right, now. So, just push everything all over the place. Why don't you throw your glasses on the floor and knacker them? So we're up to the bow. It's too big. This model is moused. I don't even know where I am here. Right, now look. Sorry. I need to get it to the table so you can actually see what I'm doing. And I can't take it too far now because of the... because I've got the... I've not got it on the thing anymore. It's not... The model's now. Right, so there we go. Look at that stupid bit of sunlight coming in. Right, so this is where we're up to. I can probably zoom right into that now. It's just a case of being able to keep it in focus. So when we did it, this is where I've got to be careful. I've got enough table space for the size of this model. And it's so that's where we're up. Let's close them curtains over. Oh, it's the light above me. Oh. And if I turn the light off, you can't see it at all. You see what I mean? Absolutely pathetic, isn't it? So let's bring some light in. So that's where we're up to. I've now got to be careful because this is liable to bend over. I'll zoom out in a minute and then, but at least I can zoom in. So last time we did it, I did these three, and you're just about to see them, three little tiny things there, and I put the two bollards in there on the little door. Can't see anything without my glasses. The little door here. So I'm moving from bow to stern, and then my next job was going to be, well, there's four little bits that go in here, and they are four very tiny things, so it's not worth doing them on camera because it takes forever. So I was going to go, I just can't see the swastika through there now, so I put the two in here, and then I was going to start doing down here, and then I suddenly thought no, because when I'm working on the model I need to be able to do things, I need to be able to rest on the model. So what we need to do is work out, you see the model itself, the instructions, you've got to work out which instructions you want to use. So first off, we've got the Pontos ones, and they go along this deck here, but I don't want to go along that deck at the moment, simply because now what you can't do is you can't see what I'm doing. So working from the bow, you can't see that, and now I can't read it. Right, so working from the bow, these have been replaced. The next ones would be along so far, but I need to put things into the bow up here first before I start messing about down here, and then knock stuff off that way. So what I need, so there's nothing else going on there apart from going on here, they'll almost certainly be replaced. Excuse me. So you want now J13 there, that's, where are we? Oh, J13, that's a boom, it's on the side, it's been replaced with a brass one from Pontos. So then we've got the next stage of the bow. Now we've got these here, the two capstans. Now I've seen them somewhere, I saw them again yesterday, it's in the book. I'll tell you where it is, it's in the book. Those capstans, they don't show you any colour on them. I think they might be replaced with the Pontos bits, I'm not sure. Those capstans, chances are I'll never be able to find them. It's not straight away. This is the Battleship Bismarck, alright, there you go. So those capstans are painted, one red, one green. I don't tell you that in the book. Even Pontos, I'm not sure if Pontos replaced them or not. I've got a feeling they might be replaced by Pontos. I'm not 100% certain. They might be in the advanced rather than this basic kit. I can't see them there. No, I don't think they're, so they're not replaced, unfortunately, with photo etch. No, there's nothing there with photo etch on them. So there's nothing there replacing that in photo etch. And I don't think they're replaced on the MK1 kit either. So as far as I know, it's not replaced on there either. No, there's nothing there either. So what we're up to, we're still moving along the bow. There's some bits to go in here, and they're not replaced with anything from here. There's just the four little bits here which go in front of this here. There's some, you can just about make out the little, just about, where am I? I've got it in. Now you can't see the bow, can you? So you can just about make out the little tiny slots that these are going to go into. And there's another two over here somewhere that are basically painted over, so whether they go in or not is open to question. So there's some bits that go in here, but I need to keep moving down. I need to get this area done before you start going down, because the problem is it'll have you build all this stuff up in here and then something there, and then you're going to touch it. So basically, right, I don't want the so the bow anchor is on, so I now need to put the two anchors in place. There's chain and chain. Now this once again on the, so I'm looking through the Pontos bit. I can't find anything on the Pontos bit. Once again, I've got a feeling it's probably in the advanced kit. I can't find anything in Pontos to do with those anchors. I thought they might have replaced them with different anchors, but I don't even recall Pontos having any anchor chain, to be fair. So there doesn't seem to be anything there. It seems to be using the chain. Sorry, I'm just looking through the book and I'm trying to find out what there is for the anchor chain. One basket says there's 3 sheets of wooden decking, which I've done, 11 sheets of photo etch, 20 scribe brass bits, which are brilliant, 22 resin parts, they're mostly brass barrels, blast bags, and 3 metal screws, which are rubbish. So there's nothing to do with the anchors there. So we've got the anchor chain here, and we've got the anchor. I don't think I've got anything in the MK1 kit either. This is MK1. So I'm trying to find out if there's anything on the deck that replaces anything with the chain, and there's not. So that doesn't seem to upgrade any of the anchor chain or anything. So there's nothing there that upgrades anything. So we can forget that bit. So what we want is the 2 anchors. We've got chain and chain. We've got D7, alright, we've got PE-A7. So something must, oh that's this bit here. So the photo etch that comes with the kit only replaces this little bit here. This whole, oh it lifted up there, look, that's been super glued down there for about 2 weeks, or maybe a week, and it's still loose. So that there, that whole bit is a bit of photo etch, as is that. So what we want, we're going to be coming back to all the way down here. So we're going to come all the way down to here. So I reckon the first thing to do is look at putting the 2 anchor chains in. Because there's nothing else that goes there until you get right down here with the breakwater. So we need to make up the 2 anchors, and then actually we don't need to put the chain in yet, do we? As we come back we'll add bits to this. The capstans go in there and there, so it might be worth, actually you don't want to put the capstans in yet because they've got to be painted red and green. They need to be painted off the model. I don't mind painting everything else in situ. I don't know what will happen if I put the light on. It takes it out a bit. Maybe. I'm might be able to, oh there you go, oh blue light, oh that's not too bad I suppose. I can reduce the colour, alright there you go, oh there you go, you can see it better now, just, not the best like that to be fair. Right, I've yapped on so much now that there's only 4 minutes left, so that's better. So the first thing to do is move this model away before it falls off the table. Get it over here so you can see what I'm doing here. And then I'm probably too far in, so let me zoom out a bit. So that's the Pontos bit. I can't get the whole model in the frame with the instructions. So what we're doing now is this. So what we're going to do now is make up these two. I can show it here like that, but then I can't see, right? So we're going to make up these two anchors first. So we've got to find anchor 1 and anchor 1. Anchor 1. So the anchors are made up out of two parts. There's the two capstans. As I say, we'll do them last. So we want L, make 3. Oh, and there's a little bit that the chain goes through. So we want L. Now we've only got 2 minutes left, so this will run out. So we've got L. And we're looking for L7, 8, and 51. It would help if you could actually see what's on there. I've mentioned it before, they have a really horrible, they're really horrible, these things. So let's find out if the numbers on them are rubbish. So L51. So an anchor there. And an anchor there. That's 1. And then L7, which is here. There's a tiny bit there. So that's 1 anchor, and then L8, which is this farty little bit here. So that's that little bit. And we want another L. That's K. There's some nice little bits in this kit, I've got to admit. It's one of those kits that you could probably get away with breaking up and jamming up in all the stuff. It's one of those kits that you could... Someone just went off there. It's one of those kits that would be really nice to be so I've got 1 anchor and 1 anchor, so that's 1. It's one of those kits that is so good you'd be able to, what do you know, you could probably build it out of the box and get a fairly decent model. I don't think there'd be a problem with that. Right, it's going to run out now. Now these, you just about make out them little bits. They go in front of the breakwater. They're the bits that should have been replaced with the Pontos bits. In the advanced set, unfortunately. Right, so now we need to just get these anchors cleaned up. That's a bit of deck. Let's put that out of the way. Right,